Lao Tzu says because he believes in himself, he doesn't try to convince others. Because he is content with himself, he doesn't need others' approval. Because he accepts himself, the whole world accepts him. In this episode, let's talk about trusting our gut instincts. Welcome to Essentially You, the weekly podcast in 5 minutes or less designed to help you advance your career and grow professionally. My name is Mark Mathai, and I believe that if you can rock your work, you can love your life. Welcome to the show. As leaders, whatever stage of life we're in, we spend a lot of time trying hard to determine what inner voices to follow. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, it's really important because when we become leaders and our influence expands, that voice becomes the voice to others. It's critical to the success of the whole that we become trusting and trustworthy. But none of that, and I mean none of that, happens by accident. How do we know that what we believe is really real? And in the end, do we even know it matters? Most of us, and I definitely include myself in this, end up believing things about ourselves from situations and circumstances that happened in the past that were failures. And when we spend too much time dictating the future based on our failures, we end up and accept things as truth when there is no truth to them. And this causes a problem, kind of a rip in who we are. And that's why as leaders we have to do the hard work of becoming self-actualized. Only time tells the truth, right? That's what wisdom is. Wisdom becomes the accumulation of knowledge that we offer ourselves in deciding what's really real and what really matters. We can learn some from a mistake. We can also learn a lot from what went right. And when we can put this all together, we can learn about ourselves and what voices to trust or ways that we can trust our gut requires. But because it doesn't happen naturally, we need to get clear about what this is. I want to offer you a coaching intervention called the Paradox Principle that might help you get even closer to your inner truth so that you can lead with full abandon. First, grab your pen and paper. In your pen and paper, separate the page in 2 columns. On one side, I want you to write 1 through 10. On the other side, 1 through 10. One side, I want you to label the column I am, words that describe me. On the other side, I want you to label the column I am not, words that don't describe me. Then I want you to spend at least, however long it takes you to write down at least 10 I ams and 10 I am nots. Once you get that done, I want you to study that list and really think about it. And here's where the coaching technique really comes in. Here are 3 key questions I want you to ask about the list you just created. Key question number 1. Where or how are you also equally not the things you say you are? That's question 1. Where or how are you equally not the things that you say you are? Question number 2. Look for examples in your life where and how you are the things you thought you were not. Okay? It's really important. And question 3, imagine that it's true, that you are the things you said you are not. And what are you going to do with that? You see, when we become really clear on the things that we are and the things that we're not, we're able to discern truth from lies. We're able to integrate our whole personalities and know what's motivating us to do the next right thing. And when we can put that all together in this simple coaching intervention, we can then begin to take another step in the journey of leadership wisdom. And that better prepares us all to help ourselves and the world around us come together and really rock our work and to love our life. And now it's your turn to get out there and rock your work so that you can love your life. Not every job is going to be your dream job. I get that. However, if you can use your strengths every day and you know your stuff, the sky is the limit. If you've liked what you've learned, will you consider subscribing on iTunes and leaving a review? I'd sure appreciate it. Until next week, I'm cheering for you.